Howdy. Summanen impact structure. New geological and preliminary geophysical studies. Conference paper, August 2020. Introduction. Summanen meteorite impact structure, figure 1, is located within the Paleoproterozoic central Finland granite belt in the Fennoscandian Shield. The structure owes its discovery to a primal, low-altitude airborne geophysical data which show 2.6 kilometer wide electromagnetic in-phase resistivity anomalies. Several field campaigns and laboratory studies resulted in the discovery of shattered cone and PDF-carrying boulders. The boulders were found in the southeastern position of geophysical anomalies, hinting for their transport during the Vexellian glaciation. So, I just wanted to point out that they found an electromagnetic anomaly here. And that's what they found, and they made the research on it. Apparent resistivity anomaly map of the Lake Summanen, light gray area, Lampusaari Island, and location of shattered cone carrying outcrops, red dot. Red dot. These are islands, those gray. So this is underwater. Recent fieldworks in 2019 resulted in the discovery of in-situ shattered cones at 3 bedrock outcrops in Lampusaari Island. Shattered cones have been developed in K feldspar porphyritic granitoid. Surfaces on the cones are curved, converging, and orientations of stratiations are variable. In thin sections from shattered cone samples, the quartz grains show rare PDFs and abundant PFs. Photo of in situ shattered cone in Lampusaari Island, Lake Summanen. One set of decorated PDFs in 2 quartz grains, Lampusaari Island outcrop sample SHHI 2019 9 crossed polars. This new finding provided a solid proof of a meteorite impact origin of the Summanen structure in addition to but arose a question about its diameter, as according to interpreted size of the crater and geophysical anomalies, the new findings are located beyond the rim of the Summanen crater, about 1.6 kilometers from its center. Considering the shattered cones do not favor to develop at rim areas of craters, one can suggest that Summanen impact crater could be larger than previously thought and represents a complex structure. To determine size of the structure and presence of a possible bigger structure, Geological Survey of Finland initiated a gravity study in March 22. 2 perpendicular to each profiles were run across the crater. Because of unfavorable ice conditions, the profiles were not finalized and have caps at the lake area. Thus, here we illustrate one, the most completed of the profiles, only running 550 meters northeast from the supposed center of the Summanen crater. This profile from northwest to southeast illustrates significant regional gradients, potential field increase towards southeast by 0.65 microgal per kilometer, and a local about 3 kilometer wide minimum of 2.5 millimegal in a location of earlier discovered resistivity anomaly. No hints for wider disturbances are seen, suggesting presence of a simple structure with shattered cone features at its rim area. Shadow cones at the rim area are not common, although in some Finnish craters in situ shadow cones are found at the edge or beyond the topographic depression or geophysical feature, e.g. nearby Karikoselkä impact structure. 4. Let me show you one thing. And remember that what we had in the beginning, where it all started for the people who made this paper. Electromagnetic anomalies. So now, laboratory modeling of meteorite impact craters by C-pinch plasma. C.J. Ransom. Vimasat Research Institute, USA. Abstract. Simulated microparticle lunar impact craters using laser impacts. They produced crater diameters of several hundred micrometers and in AI Ford 2 observations made. Let's read the real stuff. Laboratory modeling of meteorite impact craters has been done recently by Desai et al. And earlier in the 20th century by Ford. Based on their microdiameter crater results, Desai wrote, it seems that there is a universal scaling law governing crater formation. These suggested that a lightning bolt, which is basically a C-pinch plasma, i.e. the current is in the z direction in the cylindrical coordinate system and the magnetic field azimuthal, might create shocked minerals near craters in a manner similar to that thought to occur from meteorite impacts. I will put links below to those both papers. You can make your own comparison. Laboratory, moon. Impact crater made in laboratory and plasma discharge crater made in laboratory. NASA picture of bowl crater on moon. Crown-like feature with sphericals around crater from plasma discharge. Crater field with some craters having adjacent walls. I just wanted to show you pictures. You can read the rest for yourself. Rimless circular crater in caliche over sandstone. NASA photo of area Mars with rimless craters where some speculate that the meteorite LAH8400 originated. Plasma discharge generated barium carbonate powder crater with adjacent debris. Plasma discharge flat bottom crater generated in aluminum hydrate powder. Non-circular rimless craters made by plasma discharge in caliche left, and NASA photo of non-circular crater on moon right. Lichtenberg figure from Perrat's book and NASA photo of Mokos Nova, now renamed Zoonomons on Venus. Radial channels produced by plasma discharge in the lab left, and a NASA photo showing radial channels at Thyrenia on Mars on the right side. There is one photo in particular, this one. half of a plasma crater left, and half of tire on Europa right. So there would be so much other stuff to which those other people from this other paper could have made comparison and stop wondering about the electromagnetic anomaly they found from the crater. And this is from my own paper. Here are some pictures of different sized craters from the plasma rock side. The size varies from a few millimeters to the big one with approximately 2.5 meters. Do you really try to explain me that the meteorite created those craters on the side of a stone? Or these kind of craters? Here we have a crater, and here we have tetrahedrons. And so many other crater structures. And yet, still, they claim we need you. Here I am. I provided something to the whole. And yet, still, no one talks to me. No answers or whatsoever. Is that all just a commercial? We need you. Find your own crater, says here. I'm not just saying this now. Last fall, after I took contact with them, Finnish Geological Survey, and I sent the pictures and stuff, and and I'm not really sure was it after I sent the pieces there. I had noticed that there was this kind of airplane flying over the plasma rock side, many times in the same direction and a few times into another direction. It wasn't really on the flight application, and there wasn't anything written on it. And it wasn't this kind of sport airplane, those small ones. It was a bigger one, but still not so big as the usual, which fly every now and then over the house where are people inside, passengers. It was a different kind of machine. And I think they probably went there to check it out, the whole place, making some whatever low attitude magnetic pictures or lidar pictures or whatever. I have this suspicion. And I really hope that one of those would talk to me. I can present what I have found and explain why I think what I think, on what it is based, the evidence I have found, and the conclusions I made. And they can explain why they think why this all there is. We have these crater structures and molten metal on top of the rocks and so on. And we can compare together our conclusions and evidences and way of thinking. And if I am wrong, so will it be. I will learn something new. I'm not afraid of learning new things. That's what it's all about. And I really wonder about the silence. There's just nothing. No answer, nothing. I have been asking now many times about some clarification about the lab results. Nothing. It makes one think. What is going on? I thought scientists are about to find out the truth. So, how is it to be taken or understood that they are just silent? None of them. And I'm not just talking about the Finnish Geological Institute. They're just one of those who I am waiting for an answer. But they're not just nothing. How is it possible? You know, I'm a layman. I'm an amateur. I have no scientific education or whatsoever. If I would have been in a university and have made this kind of paper which got internationally peer reviewed, I would probably a doctor. I don't know. Or I would have a doctor title or something. But since I'm not a part of universities or whatsoever, I just got the paper. And I continue with making my own research about things and putting them out every now and then here. Just that at least someone has seen them. Because it's just interesting. Making science about science. As a layman, as an amateur. Making empirical experiments. Yeah, I found something, and then writing an email to another country, sending some pictures, and just for the science, see what they say. How do they react? What is going to happen? And it was amazing. It took 6 hours, and I got a really nice answer, and even some more satellite pictures. What? Amazing! Here, you provide all kinds of evidences, and you know, nothing. It's just silence. Really interesting. Silence, the sound of science, maybe. Yeah, silence might be the sound of science. At least until now. I have invited many people there already last year. I will again. We just have to wait until the snow melts. Yeah, come with me there. I will show you what I mean, what I found. This is how it looks. This is what I think. What do you think? What's the official explanation for these things? And how much proof do you have for them being right? Show me. Let's compare. Let's be adults. But anyway, I will leave it here. Interesting times. Thanks.